So explorers have to sometimes, overcome significant challenges in the field. I think many people have talked about that. But our next explorer has a pretty unique background. He grew up in a beautiful place in a coastal city in his native Cameroon. And as a child, he wasn't allowed to swim. He was forbidden from going into the ocean. Fast forward a few decades later, and now he's this incredible conservationist studying the world of manatees. But if you think about manatees, they're these really weird animals that are incredibly slow, but also very versatile underwater. They can swim vertically, they can barrel roll, they can somersault. They're really, really special animals. And I think our next explorer has taken a bit of a lesson from the animals he loves so much. He is just as versatile. He works with science, he works with policy, he works with communities, and he truly is changing the game. But unlike the manatees, he moves with urgency. Let's discover the answer to how a water-fearing young kid eventually became a water-loving conservationist with a doctorate in veterinary medicine. Please welcome Aristide Takoukam Kamla.
Wow, it's such a pleasure for me to be amongst this community. I'm what you might call an accidental marine biologist because my path has hardly been traditional. As a child from the mountain area, becoming a marine biologist was out of question because I grew up with these beliefs and traditions that kept me out of the water. Beliefs such as there are evil spirits in the water, warnings from my mother, not a role model to follow, and not even know how to swim. But my curiosity for one particular species, the African manatee, a species that I love so much, led me to ignore all those obstacles. That's why I traveled all the way from my hometown in the mountain area down to the coastal village where Lake Osa is located to learn more about this species that I heard for the first time as I was doing an assignment on literature review as I was doing my master's degree. My early career or my early fieldwork was not easy. Navigating in this tiny wooden boat, no life jacket, not knowing how to swim, no leader, local leader to guide me, and spending 2 good months looking for this species without success and spending up all the money, the stipend that my mom gave to me. I was about to give up until I hooked up with this fisherman who guided me to observe my first African manatee. It was an unforgettable moment. This actually made me realize the richness of the local knowledge and inspire me to engage the local fishermen into building the knowledge about this African manatee, which is poorly known scientifically, by the way, and also to engage the local community to conserve these species for which there was nobody who was there to study them or to conserve them. That's why in 2015, I developed the Siren app to document opportunistic sightings of manatee in Lake Osa. But Siren became quickly bigger. With the support of National Geographic Society, I was able to scale up the use of Siren from Lake Osa to the entire coast of Cameroon, with 80 fishermen contributing today to over 20,000 observations. Thank you. And Siren is over Cameroon now. It's in 5 countries in West Africa. And through the data collected with Siren, we were able to develop the first catalog of shark and rays in Cameroon with 45 identified species. And with Siren also, we were able to redocument a critically endangered species, the Atlantic humpback dolphin, that was not reported scientifically in Cameroon for 10 years. And with the data also, we were able to advocate for the legal protection of 4 species of marine mammal in Cameroon. Don't get me wrong, Siren is not just a data collection tool, it's also a life changer. Let me explain you why through the story of Papa Mensah, one of the first fishermen who joined the Siren network in its early days. Papa Mensah used to consume sea turtle meat that was caught accidentally in his fishing nets. But through Siren, he became a strong advocate for the conservation of sea turtle. He is a champion who not only dragged many other fishermen to join the network, but was also constantly chasing after sea turtle poachers. Over time, Papa Mensah saved over 40 sea turtle and 500 sea turtle eggs. I remember one day a green sea turtle dug in front of his house and knocked down his TV antenna. In the past, Papa Mensah would have just caught it and consumed it with his family. But this is what he did. He released back the turtle deliberately into the sea and take a video and happily share with us. And there are many fishermen that are following the example of Papa Mensah in Cameroon now. And over time, we've saved, through this network, 80 sea turtle. Unfortunately, Papa Mensah passed away last year, and leaving us with a deep emptiness. We believe he's a hero that needs to be celebrated. And we also believe that his legacy will impact many generations of his community and beyond. With Siren, we collect thousands of images of marine species, but most of those images are of dead animals. Unfortunately, with those images, we cannot use it to inspire. Marine species like the African manatee are hardly difficult to photograph in the wild. That's why I had to break my fear for the water and break the surface also of the ocean. Partner with National Geographic explorers, Noel and Pregna Cook from NUF to become an advanced open water divers. And this photo represents the first scientific dive in Cameroon and was taken by National Geographic. Knowing that alone as a marine scientist able to dive, I couldn't achieve more. I further partnered with NUF to send my team and other West African marine scientists to Sodwana Bay to become certified open water divers. And upon their return, just a few days before I flew here, we did another dive in the Cameroon waters and took these amazing photos that we are going to use to do our environmental education. So we're so proud of it, a photo taken by ourselves. Thank you. Amongst those new divers was Prince, the son of Papa Mensah. Also a fisherman like his father, who inspired him to care for the ocean and to join AMCO. In a few days, he will be on his way back to Ekaya, the dive center of NUF, to become a dive master, and later on, a dive instructor who will run the dive center that I'm hoping to open in Cameroon. My beginning as a marine biologist was very modest, but I never wanted to use the lack of resources as an excuse to give up. That's why my career has been guided by a series of innovation and adaptation to my concrete reality. I started my first field work was in this wooden canoe with no life jacket, but I've always believed that by valuing my small opportunities, I will be able to receive more. With the Siren app give me the opportunity to support like National Geographic to amplify my small beginnings. Today, we are not only using the Siren app or citizen science data, but we are also doing advanced marine science by deploying this special tool, the National Geographic Deep Sea Camera that we launched in Cameroon last year. And we are also doing a boat survey of dolphins and whales in more secure boat, as you can see, and we're also using professional camera. We're also using underwater drone and aerial drone to map out the habitat of marine species. Perhaps more importantly, today we can dive and interact with this ocean creature, capturing these images and emotion to tell the story of our ocean in our own perspective. I have one ambitious project, is to create a marine research and storytelling lab in Central Africa, the first one, that I hope to boost the conservation of the ocean in the region. And that hub will comprise a dive center to train more local divers, an interdisciplinary laboratory, an advanced research boat to further go into the ocean, but more importantly, an ocean storytelling lab to translate our field experience into a story that will inspire and impact. Yes, my path as a marine biologist has certainly not been traditional, but never let your small beginning discourage you, as they might lead to bigger achievement. I'm so grateful for the support received, especially also to the people who have supported me to achieve my dreams, as outrageous as they originally seemed to my mother. Thank you.